As you know, the government has participated in all the main party conferences this year, the Conservative, Labour, Liberal Democrat, and now the conference of the Scottish National Party. And we had already met with the First Minister of Scotland, Nicola Sturgeon, in July in London, and had agreed that there was a certain commonality of purpose up to a certain point, obviously, which was that Scotland had voted by 62% to remain in the European Union. Gibraltar had voted by 96% for the same thing. So we're going to try and see whether we could work together to find solutions which would fit Scotland and which would fit Gibraltar within the existing framework. Now, with her, we discussed obviously where we were up to now. I think there were concerns as to the possibilities of a hard Brexit, which the Prime Minister, Theresa May, had mentioned in her party conference address. And we made the point that both Gibraltar and Scotland are in favour of free movement of people, because immigrants and an immigrant workforce is very important to the Scottish economy. And obviously, in our case, we get more than 10,000 frontier workers who come into work every morning and go back home every evening. So that and access to the single market, I think we've established, are important to both Scotland and to Gibraltar.
And whilst we were in Scotland, did you manage to discuss with Nicola at all the recent comments made by the Spanish Prime Minister, where he completely rejected the idea of Scotland getting any kind of special deal in any post-Brexit talks?
I think they're very much aware of what the position of Spain is, both in relation to Scotland generally and also in relation to Gibraltar. Certainly, I made the point that the Spanish Foreign Minister had offered to share sovereignty of Gibraltar with Spain, that we do that in exchange for remaining in the European Union, and that was totally unacceptable to the government and to the people of Gibraltar. But I have to say in general terms that there was a lot of interest in Gibraltar at the conference of the Scottish National Party. The people who were manning the stand, who've manned them at all the party conferences, remarked that this was one of the conferences where there would be more people coming forward of their own will to declare support for Gibraltar. We had several members of the Scottish government present in the reception that Gibraltar hosted for the first time at the conference of the Scottish National Party. We had also members of Parliament in Westminster. Don't forget, they're now the third largest group in Westminster with 56 members of Parliament. Members of the Scottish Parliament were present as well, and councillors from all over Scotland. So I think Gibraltar certainly made an impact in this particular conference. I think we put across our view that there is a commonality of interest, obviously up to a point, between Gibraltar and Scotland.